Golden Stories, the place where arrogance gets roasted and pride collapses under its own weight. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This ride is only getting started. The hangar lights gleamed like a cathedral of steel, and in the middle of it all stood Victor Klein, a billionaire so toxic you could bottle his words and sell them as poison. He leaned against his pearl-white jet, sipping wine like the world was his playground. At his feet worked Selena, the quiet cleaner tasked with keeping the floors polished enough for his designer shoes to click across. To Victor, she wasn't a person, just another disposable rag. "Don't scuff the floor, sweetheart," he snapped, smirking with cruel precision. "This is aviation marble, not the dirty pavement you're used to dancing on." His cronies erupted with laughter, each trying to out-cackle the other. Selena bent down, calmly scrubbing the same corner he just spat near. Her silence irritated him more than any insult could. He swaggered closer, tilting his sunglasses low enough for her to see the ice-cold glint in his eyes. "I'll make you a deal," Victor hissed. "Fly my plane. Yes, this beauty right here. Take off, land, whatever. Do that, and I'll marry you. Fail, and you'll die with that mop in your hand. Fair trade, isn't it?" He tipped his wine, letting a red streak splash against the spotless floor. The hangar erupted in cruel amusement. "Yeah, Captain Mop, let her fly it," one of them shouted, recording on his phone. To them, Selena wasn't just beneath Victor, she was beneath everything. Yet she only lifted her head slowly, giving a smile so small, so calm that the laughter briefly stalled. If you're enjoying just how vile this setup is, hit like and subscribe. You'll need the energy for what comes next. Victor wasn't done. Men like him never are. He strutted around Selena like a vulture circling prey, swirling the last drops of his wine as though even the glass was too fine for her presence. "Look at her," he said loudly, ensuring his audience of millionaires, trophy wives, and wannabes could hear. "Barely knows how to hold a mop, and she's supposed to pilot a jet? That's like asking a dog to play chess." The crowd roared, snapping pictures, posting clips, hungry for his cruelty. Selena stayed silent, her face calm, almost bored. That only fueled Victor's obsession. He wanted a reaction, some crack in her composure, some proof that she was beneath him. He slammed his glass down on the wing of the jet and leaned close enough that she could smell the overpriced cologne dripping from his suit. "Tell me, sweetheart, do you even know which side of the plane is the front?" He sneered. His entourage howled, one man doubling over as he shouted, "Careful, she might think the toilet is the cockpit." Victor threw back his head and laughed so hard he choked, then snapped his fingers at her. "Come on, maid. Imagine this. You take off, engines roar, crowd cheers, and then, boom, crash. That's what happens when people like you dream too big." Selena finally looked up, her eyes locking on his with an unnerving steadiness. That faint smile returned, sharper this time, like a blade hidden behind velvet. For the first time, Victor faltered. His smirk twitched, just for a second. The hangar quieted, some guests whispering, others shifting awkwardly. It was almost as if they could sense something shifting, something Victor couldn't control. If you're hooked already, smash that like button. Trust me, this story is just warming up. Victor wasn't about to let Selena's quiet defiance ruin his performance. He clapped his hands dramatically, echoing through the hangar. "Ladies and gentlemen, today's entertainment has been upgraded. Watch closely as Cinderella here attempts to command a $50 million jet." His voice dripped with mockery, but his laughter sounded a little forced. Two of his henchmen rushed forward, one tossing Selena a pilot's cap like it was a party favor. "Put it on, sweetheart," Victor ordered, flashing his teeth. "Let the cameras catch this historic failure." Phones were everywhere now, streaming, snapping, documenting what he thought would be her humiliation for the world to laugh at later. Victor strutted toward the cockpit ladder, gesturing for Selena to follow. "Climb up, mop girl. Don't be shy. Pretend it's just another staircase leading to your janitor's closet." The audience cackled, one woman wiping tears of laughter from her eyes. Selena moved slowly, deliberately, her steps steady and unshaken. That same calm smile lingered, irritating Victor like a splinter in his pride. He leaned in close as she reached the cockpit door. "You'll touch one button and blow us all to kingdom come. Imagine the headlines, 'Cleaner crashes billionaire's jet.' I almost want it to happen." His cronies howled again, some nearly dropping their champagne glasses. But as Selena settled into the cockpit seat, Something strange happened. She didn't fumble. She didn't panic. Her hands hovered over the controls with a familiarity that made the laughter soften into nervous chuckles. Victor barked louder, desperate to keep the attention. Don't get excited, folks. She probably thinks the throttle is a vacuum switch. Yet beneath the flashing cameras and cruel taunts, unease crept into the room. The smile on Selena's face had shifted from faint to knowing. If you're enjoying this build-up, don't forget to like and subscribe because the next moment will flip everything. The hangar air was heavy now, laughter thinning into uneasy murmurs. Victor folded his arms, trying to mask the sudden twitch in his jaw. Selena adjusted the pilot's cap they had mocked her with, fingers gliding over the switches as though the cockpit were an old friend. Careful, Victor barked, his voice cracking slightly. You'll scratch the controls with those janitor nails. No one laughed this time. With a flick, the jet hummed to life. The roar of engines silenced the crowd in an instant. Victor staggered back, wine glass slipping from his hand and shattering on the marble floor. Selena's eyes never left the instruments, her calm composure slicing through the billionaire's panic. One of his friends whispered, "Wait, she actually knows what she's doing." Victor's face drained of color. No, no, she's bluffing. She pressed the wrong thing, that's all." But the jet systems lit up flawlessly, and Selena moved with the confidence of someone who had done this countless times. The room fell into a stunned hush, cameras still rolling, the humiliation lived for the world to see. Finally, Selena turned her head slowly, her gaze locking on Victor like a predator eyeing wounded prey. "You asked if I knew which side of the plane is the front," she said softly, voice carrying over the engine's growl. "Funny, because I used to teach men richer than you how to fly." Gasps shot through the hangar. Phones captured every second as Victor's empire of arrogance crumbled. He stumbled, stammering, choking on his own pride. The same man who called her mop girl was now trembling, exposed, drowning in the humiliation of his own cruelty. Selena leaned back in the seat, that calm smile never leaving her face. This is Golden Stories. If you loved watching the downfall of arrogance today, like, comment, and subscribe, because pride always meets its pilot.